Again, welcome to Makasoro TV. Today we have our guests, and I would like just give some time so that you can do self-introduction. Welcome.
Good evening, viewers. We are happy to have you here. Welcome to Makasoro Live, where we entertain you, give you everything that you need to see. If it's sports, if it's talent,
Yes.
if it's love,
Uh-huh.
anything can be talked about here. Even interviews, it's here. So we are located right next to Ufanisi Resort. So feel welcome. If you want to come here, you can come here. So today I have my normal partner here. His name is.
Makasoro Production, the CEO, Makaya Sul Kamarini Cherasimatian
Of course, you forgot and said the name of the TV station. But I we were asking about your name, please.
My name is Mr. Makari, yes?
You should relax, breathe in, breathe out.
Okay.
Breathe in.
Today it's going to be a very tough interview, I can guess.
You are so
As
tense.
you are preparing, there is two words you used, and I wanted us to refer to them. You said about anything and everything is found in Makasoro Production, and somebody is just texting and trying to ask for clarification. What did you mean?
Of course,
Yes.
anything. If you want to see anything, any
Yes.
kind of talent,
Mhm.
be it love, be
Okay.
it music,
Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
and if you yourself want to be watched on live,
Yeah.
this is the place.
The
After
best
all,
dancers are being
it's
interviewed
here, Makasoro
The best
Live.
musicians,
Makasoro
the
Live.
best instrumentalists,
Makasoro
the
Live.
best everything.
Makasoro Live, and then
Wow.
again and again.
The biggest reason as to why we want to talk about the art and the talent today, and we are so happy that we have been visited by one of the most talented person, the biggest history and the story about art. So, Mother, I want to take this opportunity to appreciate your presence and also request you to take your time so that you can make my fellow viewers today to understand what all talent is and also what it means for you to be an artist. Remember, it's Makasoro Television. Our location is in Kisii Town, just at Ufanisi International Hospitality College. This building, room number 2. 0713 is our official number, and in social media platforms, you can get us as Makasoro TV. Mata?
Thank you, Mr. Macarius, for giving me this chance to lead the show.
Okay. You can even give a description what art is.
Now, anyway, I can only give you a brief description of art, not according to the dictionary, but according to how you guys view art.
Exactly. And remember, there is no man with a final word in literature. So whichever the derivation you give, you are allowed.
So art,
Yes.
it's all about these things that we do for fun, like there's poetry, there's music,
Okay.
there's drawing, and also we can also say drama is an art.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
You are very correct because it involves writing, dancing, creativity,
All of
innovation,
them. Of course.
and all that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also, so this we're going to talk about art and talent. Talent is something that comes from within you naturally. Like, is there something that you naturally have come to know just out of interest, or like your hobbies? You can develop your talents through the hobbies that you do. That is where the origin of a talent comes from. Am I
exactly.
correct?
It's more of a gift from God. Remember, we are created in differently, and therefore each and every person, individual, has a talent.
So
That thing which you are very good in.
So generally, we're here to talk about art and talent.
Yes.
And the various Kenyans, all of you who are viewing us, I believe each and every one of you has a talent deep inside within you. Some, of course, everybody has a talent. It's just that it's either you haven't discovered it, or it's either you're ignorant, and it can also, and to those who we know that have talent are already shining.
The biggest reason I will go ahead and just now be more specific. Mother, the biggest question here comes: are you talented?
Of course, I am talented.
Are you an artist?
Of course, I am actually an all-round person.
Wow, thank you very much. And now it is high time that we will be very specific. When did you think that you discovered that you are talented?
I discovered around my time in high school.
Yeah.
That was when, actually, that is when I actually discovered my confidence.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so discovering my confidence, I ended up being the school president, and
Wow.
there
Hey,
I
congratulations.
developed a talent
Uh-huh.
beyond anything, speaking to people,
Mhm.
saying speeches.
Wow.
You know,
Mhm.
it's not something. So we used to have a girl. Her name was Dr. Kambe. She actually called herself Dr. Kambe.
When she was still in high school, she was being
She's
referred to as a doctor.
yes, she was being referred to as a doctor.
Where do you think is she as at now?
It's actually, I don't know where she is
You
right
can't
now.
tell, but at least you can say that she passed very well in her
Of course,
examination,
yes, yes.
and we're expecting her to be very
Yeah.
prosperous wherever she is.
Yes, yes.
Now,
So
correct.
now, kindly give me time. I know you have too many
It's
questions.
your time.
Yes.
Have it.
Where
Quiet, quiet.
it is me who's telling the
Matter be
story.
free. We're here for the next
Yes.
5 hours.
So me, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
stop. I haven't finished the story yet.
Now
So
I'm training myself to be
yes.
relaxed.
So stop
You
asking
know, the
me
only problem with you, the more you keep on talking, giving out your your clarifications, so many questions are being
So anyway,
yeah.
you will go that.
Yeah,
All in
it's
all,
okay.
now
Yeah,
let me continue. So she called herself Dr. Kambe.
Dr. Campbell.
Yes, so it was around the time when I was actually in Form 3.
All right.
So currently I wasn't actually the school president.
Mhm.
So we created something creative together.
Yes.
Then it became a combo, like we did it together. Yeah, so once we performed it together, we introduced it. You come up with the words that you speak on stage without using paper, because reading it from a paper is always cliche.
All
So
right.
that is how we did it. So she had her title Dr. Kambe. So
Mhm.
when I was in Form 4,
Yes.
that is when I became the school president. So
Correct.
they would actually refer to me as Madam President and Dr. Kambe.
And how could you feel when being referred to as Madam
I
President?
felt powerful.
So powerful.
I felt like I can take. The world was in the palm of my hand.
Wow,
Eh,
wonderful.
So
And now, when I look at you, referring to what you used to be at the school president, and I look at you, I'm seeing a very successful politician. Do you have any dream? Do you have any plan of becoming one very soon?
I actually don't have plans in politics.
Yes.
But I'm not. We are here not to speak about politics. We're not going on that road.
And
But
we are-
anyway,
and for heaven's sake,
so
we
give me
are not going that direction. I'm sorry if I misuse the word politics.
Yes.
Now let me be specific. Are you having any dream in leadership?
No,
When
I
you
am
grow up?
not having any dreams in leadership.
But you were a very successful leader back in high school.
So anyway, all in all, I haven't finished my
Let's
story.
continue. I rest my case there.
So now,
Yeah.
so having been called the Madam President and her being called Dr. Kambe, and once we stepped on stage, we
Yes.
were unstoppable.
Mhm.
You know that
For a point of inquiry.
when you were
Now,
presenting.
with you as the president and Madam Campbell, was she having any responsibility in terms of leadership in that school?
No, she wasn't. But yes, actually, she had a responsibility
Mhm.
in terms of leadership. She was head of CU, I don't know, worshiping. Yeah, as I remember clearly, and she was actually a good worshiper.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
she used to
Congratulations.
shine on Sundays, and
God
you know
fearing person.
what really hurts about that time was because I was just there seated,
Wow.
and she was on stage watching, singing.
Mhm.
And I was like, how come I wasn't even given a talent to praise and worship? And actually, we were what made us both similar. We were both transfer students from Kereri Girls.
Wow. So
Yes.
you started your life back
No,
at Kerry Girls.
no. Kereri Girls, I was a silent killer.
You're a silent
Yes,
killer.
I
You did
really
not
don't.
identify your
I
talent.
spent most of my time reading novels.
Mhm. You are an introvert.
Yes, introvert.
I can see.
When you opened my locker, you could see a lot of stories. I had a reason to be quiet. I was digesting the novels that I was reading.
Wow.
So anyway, we transferred. So she had the confidence. I had the confidence.
Yes.
So now she performed, but they, she we performed together on stage. So as I was saying before, you make me forget what I was saying, and please don't have any question.
I'm not going to
Uh,
interrupt anymore
yeah.
unless it's necessary, of course.
Anyway, when we were on stage, everybody would just keep quiet and listen to us. The silence from a graveyard, just that silence, and the whole could only hear two voices.
Wow.
I think that, I believe, is the moment I was addicted to the stage, because
Correct.
having, don't you not like being watched?
Of course.
So,
Worried about it.
and
As they are watching us.
since they were silent, it proved that we were doing something good,
Yeah, constructive, of course.
productive, because it was like speech talking, but we were helping each other. Like, Dr. Kambei, what can you say about this?
You are turn taking.
Yes, and taking.
Just more of a tandem narrative.
Yes, and we
Correct.
even had a dramatic entrance.
Mhm.
Like, I'll be on stage,
Right.
and she will respond at the far corner
Wow, I
of
love
the
the
hall
creativity.
where people have sat behind.
So you could be used to entertain maybe the congregation, the learners.
Actually, I'm not really sure about that one, because that enjoyment, that kind of saying speech, ended in that wood. So sad. We finished. We were both
Again?
we were both in Form 4, so we finished. We were to have a last performance.
Yes.
It was actually in the school, in the school's prize giving day, but something came up. So we didn't get to have.
It never was successful.
Yeah, I was really disappointed.
Mhm.
Yeah, though that is life.
So after high school, you realized you had a talent, then you proceeded maybe to did you go to college, university, or you dropped school? Can you clarify?
I went to college.
You went
Of
to
course,
college?
the current school, the Kisi National Polytechnic.
Oh, correct.
So going to the Kisi National Polytechnic, of course, first year I went and decided to be a class rep,
Yes.
of which, of course, I got that opportunity, though I didn't venture into drama and music because I don't know, it was ignorance.
Yes.
Yeah, so when I was in my second module is when I decided to join drama and in order to perform.
So that is where the rapper met the starting, met the road, and you started now exploiting your talent.
Of course.
So when you talk about the drama, to me, I understand that the drama is big. You can talk about, you can participate in a play, you can be participating in a choral verse, in a solo verse, in the narratives. So what are your areas of specialization when it comes to drama?
Um, it's actually the play and also saying solo verse.
Solo verses. So far, so good. What was your first stage that you performed immediately just joining drama, if you can remember?
Actually, it's this year.
This year. Oh, congratulations. Can you even imagine how the topic or rather the theme or the title of the verse which you did?
Yeah, it was called The Deed.
The did. D-I-D.
Yeah,
Kitendo tu. So what's which you did?
Deed. D-double-E-D.
Oh, did.
Yes.
Congratulations. Walimu wa Kiingereza mko hapo. You can talk
Or you
about
didn't
verbs,
know that
nouns.
you.
Yeah, I did. I've never imagined of it in the title. How was the presentation?
Of course, it was amazing. I managed to go for the nationals, though your first time being on stage under drama circumstances can make you have a lot of questions about yourself. After all, you yourself got to see that during the national event, how I was tensed.
Before we go to the nationals, how was it during the rehearsals and maybe the first presentation in your maybe in a house, maybe within the group?
I was actually practicing alone. I didn't want disturbance, and
Yes.
also so many negative comments or discouragers or misleaders.
Okay.
So that's why I decided to work alone.
So did you have maybe competitions from the college, maybe from your colleagues who were having the interest in what you were presenting?
Um, of course, there was a competition. My back,
Your
we both
backup,
wanted the stage.
right?
Yes.
Uh-huh, correct. Now, from there, you go to the regionals or just directly to the nationals?
I went to the regionals
Where was
first.
it? And
Mawego
Ma,
National.
where? Eh?
Mawego.
Mawego.
Were you not at Mawego?
Brother, it's okay. So, Mawego, there, how was the presentation
The presentation was fine.
and the competition?
The competition was tight.
Wow, wonderful so much. So, continue and at least tell us how the experience was at nationals.
So the experience at nationals was very tough. There's nothing you could have. Okay, after my regionals competition, I went to the nationals. So, watching items all the time, it was hectic. There was the pressure, you were scared, you didn't believe in yourself. It's always tough once. So, anyway, I got to perform on stage. When I stood in front of the stage, everybody was watching me, and it was funny because my heart was calm, or it's maybe because I practiced very well and I was prepared, so I got over my stage fright, so I performed. I don't know, you don't see yourself on stage, but I believe I did something good. Then once I was out of the stage, and once I was out of the stage, I got to watch other items like play. Nationals, this a tight competition, and it's funny because the competition was too tight. So yeah, the results were released, and I got to be positioned two in the Kenyan national drama. It was amazing, it was a tight competition. It was the best of the best who were competing against each other. So now I got a trophy. I got a trophy, and then life went on. Now I am here. So what I'm actually generally trying to say is that you have to learn to have a talent, to encourage your talents, to encourage your dreams, so that you can do a lot of things. The more you do it, the more you grow. You take care of your talent every day. So now, so I came back to school, and I came to realize that it's not always about just studying. It's always about your talents and what you do all the time. Yes, and what you do all the time. So you should learn to explore yourself and enjoy your dreams. Pursue your talent, because what is life without a talent? We don't want your life to be dull. A dull life is a life that you don't do anything. So if you have a talent that you need to explore, that little one thing like that you like to do, that little hobby that you like doing every day, studying or maybe drawing, you should explore it because you don't know. So generally, all of you that are doing well, you should learn to embrace your talents. You first find your talent, embrace your talent, and make sure when you do it, you enjoy it so well. You enjoy your talents on the way, you'll get to be something unstoppable. You won't believe that you're unstoppable, but you'll find yourself to be so unstoppable. So that is what I will say for today. But I believe you got to hear about my story. Yeah, and it's still ongoing, It's still ongoing because after all, we are all young, and in this stage of life is when we get to do each and everything that we love to do. So let me invite my fellow friend here to come by 1 minute.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, so far so good. That's Mother, and she has already given us the experience in which she has been having pertaining art and also talent. She's one of the role models in this field. We want to take a commercial break, and we shall be back in the next few minutes. Keep on subscribing, keep on following Mother. May God bless you. As we will be back, we'll continue with the same discussion. Until next time.